Hello, 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 my angels, my loves. Thank you for joining me on Guided Leap of Faith. Welcome to Talk It Out Tuesday. We're going to talk about the energy today. And with the energy, what I'm really feeling right now is that someone's ready. Someone has experienced a lot since the breakup between the two of you, the separation, you moving on, you moving away, you putting distance between the relationship between you guys, you pulling the energy, you going with no contact and no communication, and just moving on and healing yourself, okay? And I feel like with them going into other relationships, maybe going towards third parties and experiencing other things, it's caused them to really see your worth, see what you really meant to them, and they miss you. They're yearning for you. They now see, how they feel about you and the difference between you and the other relationships that they've had to deal with and what the value that you really brought to them, okay? They're really seeing that you're not like the other girls, that there is really a difference and they don't measure up to you, okay? You are a divine feminine, all right? And somebody wants to now come back. They want you back in their life. They miss you. They truly, truly miss you. And the song that I'm channeling is Baby I'm Ready by Gerald Levert. And I do want to go over those lyrics with you, okay? I just want to kind of sage the energy right quick, if my sage would act right. This is a really thick one. It's a mixed one. So I just gotta kind of get it going here. All right. Before we do that, let's go ahead and call in with prayer. God, I come before you this morning with gratitude for the growth you have fostered in my spiritual life. I recognize this journey is your gift, not by my strength, but by your grace. Help me to remain humble and open to your leading, continuing to nurture the fruits of your spirit within me. May I use my growth to bless others and glorify you in all that I do. Thank you for your constant guide and unfailing source of strength. In Jesus' name, amen. I ask that my angels, my spirit team, my ancestors that watch over me, that have crossed over, and my good angel protect me, my family, my friends, the collective from any harm, any negative influence, and negative energy, and any negativity that the cross watchers or anyone tries to throw our way. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. All right, guys. So let's get into the lyrics of Baby I'm Ready by Gerald Levert that I'm channeling for you for this morning on Talk It Out Tuesday. It's my baby, oh girl, oh girl. Baby, it's time for me to give you all the love you need. Baby, I know that you deserve the best, and I can't keep treating you like I did the rest. Baby, I'm ready to give you all of my love. Girl, I'm tired of playing games. So many girls I can't even name. Baby, I'm ready to give you all of my love. Baby, not just a little bit. I want to give you all of it. Baby, I know that you need morning, noon, and evening love, and I just ain't been giving you all my time. Baby, I'm sorry, but girl, I want to give you every little bit, every little piece, every little part of me. Show you my love, just can't be beat. Nah, baby. Baby, I'm ready to give you all of my love. Girl, I'm tired of playing games. So many loves I can't even name. Baby, not just a little bit. I want to give you all of it. All my kisses belong to you. Take my heart in your hand and do whatever you want to do with it, baby. Hey, hey. My love, my love, my love, my love, my love goes deeper than the eye can see. I've made mistakes before, so won't you please forgive me? Oh, baby, oh, my sweet little baby, I'll give you my anything. Girl, I'm tired of playing games. Just ask me and I'll give it to you, baby. So won't you give me one more chance? Give me one more chance, baby, not just a little bit. We can have an everlasting romance. Baby, 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 I'm ready to give you all of my love, all of my kisses. Girl, I'm tired of playing games. I don't want to play no more. I don't want to play no more. Baby, I'm ready to give you every little piece, every little part of me, baby. Baby, not just a little bit. I want to give you all of it. Okay, so it just basically continues to go on and on to say that I'm ready. I don't want to play games anymore, and I want to give you all of my love, and so on. So what this person is basically saying that they don't want to play games anymore. They've been with a lot of girls. They've seen a lot, done a lot. They're tired of playing games. They're now ready to settle down. They're ready to give you their love. They do realize they held back. They do know they played a lot of games with you. And they want you to forgive them. They do want another chance. They want to start over, and they're hoping that you can forgive them and give them another chance. And they're ready to give you all of their love now, and they want to give you their heart, and they want you to take their heart, and they're ready to show you all their love. Okay. They want a second chance. They want to come back. All right. And they don't want to play. They don't want to play the mind games anymore with you. They don't want to manipulate. They don't want to run around the streets anymore. They're ready. They're ready to just have love, and they want to have love with you. Okay. So now let's get into the meat and potatoes of what's going on. Like what has happened, like with this person. What have they experienced, since they've been in separation with you? Like what has been going on with them that's making them now want to come back and give to you? All right. So let's get into, let's just look at what's the vibe. Spirit guides, why is this person now wanting to come back to my collective? All right. And give now. Like, why are they ready now to not play games and come and show love to my collective now that they're in separation? What have they been experiencing in their life? Tell me what's been going on with the person in the collective mind that now that they're ready. They think that you're their soulmate, all right? They see you as their twin flame, their romantic partner. They think that there's a spiritual bond between you guys. You guys are connected. They miss the friendship between you guys. They're tired of the nightlife. All right. They've been living day by day, taking a gamble, out here doing striptease, having one-night stands. They're getting tired of that. They're in their emotions. They're worrying. They have fear that you're moving on. They're on the edge right now. They feel like you don't trust them anymore. They feel like they burned the bridge between you. They feel like you turned your back on them, and they're suffering in silence. Okay? They have unspoken desires for you, and they feel like they're not going to be able to come back to you. They feel like they've lost you because they've been living the nightlife. And they don't want you to move on without them. And they're feeling exhausted. They're exhausted by it. They feel burnt out. They feel burdened. They feel empty inside. They feel like you have rejected them, and they're feeling isolated by it. But they feel like they feel left alone. But they feel like this is self-afflicted by their actions. They've gotten with somebody that's clinging to them, and they feel like they've also been clinging to an old way of living, an old lifestyle. They feel like they've been clinging to an old, outdated way, old patterns that they've been holding on to, old exes. I feel like this person has a roster of people that they can call on to hook up with, that they weren't ready to let go of when they were seeing you. Okay, I feel like this person likes the attention, the limelight. Like maybe they're seen in their neighborhood and their environment as being like a recognized person. And I feel like they like the attention. They like the being in the spotlight. And people like maybe make them feel good. Like they need that validation from the people. And I feel like they didn't want to let go of the phone numbers, the hookups, the people that admire them. And I feel like these people that admire them are really low vibrational people that just want to hook up, use them, cling on to them, for sex, for money, for one night stands, or willing to do things for them just for a little bit of attention and time with them. And I feel like these are just really superficial relationships, not really meaningful relationships, nothing for really love or to be long term. But I think that this person just really gets caught up in the limelight of it or for the attention of it. And it's nothing really meant to be long term, but they just like the attention. But with you, it was different. It was, they really, you got close to them. They really like what you brought to them, the energy that you had. And they really grew to have love for you. And it's different from these other one night stands that they had. 10 when I say that. Like you brought them happiness, healing, and joy. And it's different from what they were getting from these other clinging relationships. And I think that this person didn't really realize what you brought to them until you were gone. And I think that now this person doesn't want these other relationships. So we have Michael the Archangel coming in reverse. I normally don't read these cards in reverse, but I am going to take this one in this reverse because I feel like this person does not feel protected now by its spirit guides, by Michael the Archangel, okay? I feel like when you walked away, this person feel like they lost their protection. I feel like they feel like they lost their connection to divine, their connection by the angels. I feel like this person feel like they lost their covering to the universe by God. I feel like this person feel like they're receiving some type of karma, like they lost their good luck, like you were their good luck piece, like you brought them some type of protection, like things, because they were benefiting off of you. They were benefiting off of your energy, because when they did have a spiritual connection to you. You were their soulmate, their twin flame. Okay, so when you came into their life, they manifested off of you because you had a spiritual covering over you. So they were able to manifest. So they had job opportunities. Money came to them, all right, with ease. People were drawn to them. Opportunities came to them. You brought them positivity, you brought them protection, divine covering. And when you withdrew your energy, when you walked away from their life and you moved on, you start pouring into yourself, you start manifesting for yourself, you took that divine covering away from them, that spiritual covering away from them. So then at that point, when you withdrew, the universe and God, divine, was able to go in, and because of the way this person treated you, they were able to initiate their karma onto them. And now this person has lost their divine covering. So now they're having to sit and reap the karma for their actions, for how they treated you, okay? And so now they may be experiencing conflict in their relationships. They may be experiencing financial loss. They may be experiencing material loss. They may be experiencing, missed opportunities with jobs, lack of communication, trust. They may be seeing their friends aren't really their friends. They may be having health concerns, not able to manifest whatever they're trying to build. They might not be reaping rewards of seeds that they've sown, all right? They may, be experiencing problems with their cars. Just anything. Things just aren't working in their favor the way that they thought that they would, that's because you withdrew your divine covering from them. And so now that's why we have Michael's Archangel in reverse, because they don't have your covering anymore. And this person may be realizing that, when you walked away, you took your spiritual covering, and what they were manifesting off of was really you, due to your spiritual bond. You were the spiritual covering for them. And they lost this because they were being lustful and given to other situations. They were lustful. They were greedy. They cared more about material things and sexual addictions, and less more than love. They were inconsiderate. They wanted to have what they wanted by any means necessary, and they didn't care about your feelings, how it would hurt you. They didn't care to communicate with you clearly, that they didn't want a relationship. They gaslit you. They manipulated you. They led you on. They wanted to have their cake and eat it too, instead of being honest with you and telling you, hey, I'm engaged in other relationships, or hey, I'm married, or hey, I'm in a long-term relationship, or I'm engaging with other people, or I want to be single. They led you to believe that they were building with you or they wanted something with you when indeed they did not. They wanted to play the field and interact in other things. They probably even had open relationships with other people. You could have had a child with this person. This person also could have been engaged in same-sex relationship. Your person could have had a tattoo, could have just really been in their masculine energy, or this person could have made you come across in your masculine energy. You could have felt like you could not have been in your feminine energy with this person because they weren't giving love to you. So they didn't allow you to just sit back and be a woman. So you had to be both feminine and masculine. Okay, they didn't allow you to just be loved and be able to be dainty and be feminine and just be loved on. You had to continue to do everything, be the man and the woman. Okay, run your house as both. All right. You had to, I'm sure that you were independent. You had to still be the mother and the father of your kids because they didn't show up as that if you had children for them. You had to be the cook, the take out the trash, run, cut your grass, do whatever. You had to just continue to be everything because this person never showed up for you. All right. If you were sick, you had to just still get up and go, work, take care of the bills, do everything. You just had to continue to be both and also be there for this person, love on this person, be there for them, be their shoulder to lean on, lay up with them, do everything, and they just never returned, did anything for you. Okay. They just wanted to take, and never give to you. And I felt like you just kept giving and giving and giving because you saw the potential of what this person had to be, or you knew that this was a spiritual connection, like this was your twin flame, and you were doing what you were spiritually led to do, thinking that eventually this person was going to see and be that masculine energy for you, but they just never did. They never got out of their toxic ways. Okay? This person could have kept up a lot of drama, and they could have kept up a lot of drama intentionally. Like when they wanted to go and be with someone else, they may have caused arguments or may have made you feel like you were incompatible. This person couldn't have purposely said to you that we're incompatible, we're too different, we won't, it's not going to work between us because we're not the same, we're different. All right, they may have told you, may have made you feel less than. They may have put you down. 1717 when I say that. They may have said that you argue too much, you're too toxic. They may have said that you always complain. They may have just like picked at you, nitpicked at you, or find fault in you when there was no fault in you, just to have excuses to not really engage or make excuses in you, to have reasons to go and do what they want to do to make themselves feel better, or to make you stop asking why the relationship isn't growing, or why they're not putting in, or why they're not spending time with you, why the delay in your relationship, because they were out with other people. And it was causing tension for you. Okay, you were getting stressed out, maybe you were worrying, maybe you were having headaches, and you were trying to figure out, well, what am I doing wrong? Well, baby, you weren't doing anything wrong. Okay, this was the mental manipulation, this was the emotional manipulation of this person, this was the gaslighting of this person. Okay, now this person is stressed. They're stressed. They're stressed by their behavior, okay? And now they're wishfully thinking that they can come in and have a second chance with you, all right? Now they're having deja vu. Now they're nostalgic over the times that you guys had, because they're out here with third parties and other relationships that's not working because these people aren't measuring up to you and what you brought to the relationship, and now they want to come back to you and say, baby, I'm ready. All right. But you're not interested. You don't care, because now you're taking time to smell the roses. You're slowing down and you're enjoying your life. You're taking time for yourself. You're getting out in nature and healing and spending time loving on yourself, enjoying yourself, being grateful for having healed from a relationship, for moving on from a relationship, just enjoying the beauty in life that you have, for being able to escape such a toxic environment, such a toxic person, okay? For being thankful that you had the wherewithal to know when to leave. All right. What are some of the secrets that this person was keeping from my collector? What are some of the secrets that they were keeping? That they were hooking up with third parties. We do have sexual protection out here. So you're being protected. I feel like Michael the Archangel and your spirit guides are protecting you from continuing to be sexually involved with this person because they were possibly hooking up with women of the street, possibly prostitutes or third party people. Because this woman is walking the streets. This is like somebody that's on the side of the street. So they may have been engaging with prostitutes or people who sell their body, one night stands, people that possibly meeting online, or just people that they could pay sex for. This person does want to come in and set the record straight with you. Or possibly they want to tell you something. Or possibly they want to tell you that you were right about something that you said to them. Because we do have the bullseye out here. So it's possible that you warned this person or told this person that something was going to happen. Something that you foresaw. Something that you said to them and you hit the nail on the head. It's possible that you set the record straight with them. And they want to let you know that you were right. They also want to let you know they want to keep a promise to you. They want to set the record straight that they intend on keeping a promise to you. A promise of having a relationship with you. But I don't know, collect that you're ready. They're watching you, though. They're watching you. They're stalking you. They're watching you. They're watching you either on a platform. They're watching you, maybe your house. They're spying. They're watching your social media. Maybe where you work. They're driving by your house, possibly. Watching who you with. Yeah. You're heartbroken. They're watching you heal your heart. They're watching you because you walked away from them. They're watching you because you put distance between them. This person was engaging. They may have been they may have been going to sex shops, getting sex toys, engaging in all type of sexual things. They may have been involved in different sexual fantasies. They could have been going to strip clubs as well, paying for sex, doing online. Whatever they were doing, they're trying to burn the evidence because they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that they could have possibly got somebody pregnant, a third party, or they could have gone to somebody that they had a child with. Sex shop, burning evidence, pregnancy scare. Someone they hooked up with could be unsure if they are the father of their child. They could have started a relationship, a new beginning with somebody that thought that they was pregnant. Someone they previously had a child with, or somebody that has a child already, a ready-made family, and thought that they were pregnant again with them. But they weren't sure. Or they could have recently found out, took the DNA test, and realized that this child is not theirs. Or this person may be hiding the fact. The third party might be hiding the fact or bringing evidence that they hooked up with somebody else and this child is not theirs. They don't want them to know that they cheated on them. Either way, You don't care to know. You're just not interested. You just don't want to hear it because you don't care, because you moved on. So you just not you don't want to know. But other people outside, they know that there's something going on in the relationship. They know that your person, they're gossiping about your person and what the drama, the toxicity they have going on in their relationship. They know your person's not happy. They know your person's got a lot of toxicity going on in their life. Okay? They know your person was out here getting involved with somebody who was for the streets, that was sleeping around. They know that the person they hooked up with was toxic. They know your person effed up with you by being hoeing around, playing streets, hooking up with all these people. They know your person got played. They know they were out here lying. They know your person's a liar. They see the lies that your person is saying. They know your person was lying to them. They saw your person's being manipulative. They know your person is wanting to control. They know your person possibly doing drugs. The person that they were with is doing drugs as well. And they know your person's lying about it, trying to keep it a secret. They just talking and gossiping behind your person's back. Your person thinks that they don't know. Your person thinks they're being secretive about something, but they're laughing and gossiping behind your person's back. This is basically old news. Your person thinks they're keeping things a secret, but it's old news. They're not hiding anything. Somebody's about to get kicked to the curb. Either your person or the person they're with is about to get kicked to the curb. Because your person wants to have a love story. They want to come and have a love story with you. So a relationship is about to end. A relationship is about to end because it wasn't what they thought. The grass was not greener on the other side. Tell me, let's clarify something. Tell me about this pregnancy test, collective, spirit guides. Yeah, somebody went towards something thinking that it was going to be a family tradition, financial security in the situation, but it's coming to an end. There is no financial material wealth, okay? There is no legacy, no family tradition, okay? It's nothing but dishonesty and chaos in that situation, all right? So whatever that new beginning, that pregnancy is dishonesty there, is chaos there, no material success, no legacy, no financial security. They thought it was they went to a leap of faith thinking it was gonna be a new beginning. They were optimistic about it, but basically it lacked vision. It was an impulsive, arrogant decision that was taken. They were a fool. They took a leap of faith. It lacked leadership. They put a lot of hard work into it with the Eight of Pentacles. They put a lot of hard work into it. They were diligent. What else, Spirit guides? What else? They're waiting to see. They're waiting to see their, it was an earth sign. Earth sign put a lot of hard work into trying to make that relationship work, okay? But as fate would have it, it's just not going to manifest. There's not going to be, they're just repeating a cycle. It's not going to manifest. Nothing's going to come out of it. They're just repeating a cycle there. Yeah, justice is being called on that situation. No balance in that situation at all. Yeah, no harmony. No harmony, no balance. A lot of dishonesty. It's nothing but burdens. There's nothing but burdens in there. A lot of hard work, a lot of burdens, a lot of responsibilities. The person's tired of being burdened. They feel overwhelmed. They feel like they put in a lot of effort. They're carrying a whole bunch of responsibilities all on their own. Nobody else is doing anything. They want to come towards you. They have hope that they can come towards you. All right? They have faith that the two of you can come back together. They're dealing with a lot of difficult times in that relationship that they went towards. But right now, they fear change. They fear that if they come towards you, that you're going to deny them. You're going to reject them. They have fear of change right now. They're afraid of the losses they're going to have if they make a move. Right now, they're trying to manipulate. They're trying to manipulate and do trickery to get out of a situation. They know that they abuse their power in their relationship with you. They try to control things. their stability. They don't have control of their emotional stability right now, or their physical stability right now. They have a lot of emotional baggage right now that they're carrying. Their relationship is stagnant. They have the inability to move on. They were selfish. They were dealing with greed. They gave to a situation. There's somebody who's ungrateful, somebody who's being stingy and exploited them, somebody who used them. All right. And now they're in introspection. They're trying to do a lot of go within. This is the earth sign. They're trying to go within. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Basically, this is more or less a Taurus. All right. They're trying to really look within. They're spending some time alone, trying to meditate, trying to go within. Somebody used them. Somebody took advantage of them. Somebody used them. And now this person's dealing with some hardship. They're dealing with some losses. All right. They feel insecure. They took a loss in this relationship. They built, they invested into someone who basically used them, took advantage of them. Yeah, somebody who didn't give to them emotionally. They feel empty inside. They're sad, they're depressed. They gave to the wrong person. They invested in the wrong person. Somebody fooled the shit out of them. Somebody tricked them and deceived them. They thought somebody was somebody that they were not. And once they got into that situation, they realized that it was not what they thought it was. This person may have a mental problem that they got with. They may have a whole damn mental problem. Give me this card. Let's see what else. Somebody is mentally unstable. What else, spirit guides? And somebody's doing drugs. Somebody has addictions. If not your person, the person that they're with is dealing with some addictions. Yeah. Somebody made a commitment. They got serious with somebody. That could have been a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What else, spirit guides? What else? They were in a honeymoon phase. They jumped into a relationship too quickly because they were caught up in a honeymoon phase. They just got caught up in a very lustful honeymoon phase, and because they were just caught up in that lust, they jumped into it and made it serious, not realizing it was just a lustful phase. And they jumped too quick into something, and now they regret it. And now they want to come back to you. They want to send you a message. They want to say something to you. What do they want to say to my collective? What do they want to say to my collective? You know they were fooled by something. I want to say they love you. They have unconditional love for you. They're still attracted to you. They have a lot of affection for you. They were selfish. They're in a karmic relationship. Okay, they want to let go of it. They have resentment. They want to say that they're a narcissist. They're sorry. They love bomb you. They know that it was one-sided. They didn't give love to you. Which is, you know, what we said in the song. They want to give you all their love now. They want to take you out on a date. They want to spend some time with you. They want to get back to you. They're still interested in you. They want to flirt with you. They want to take this relationship to a higher commitment. They want a second chance. They want to have an everlasting love with you. What else, dear guys? Expect a call for them. They want to send a message to you. They're thinking of you. They want to inform you of something. What else, Spirit? They need time. They need time to close out a cycle that they're currently going through. They need time to heal. And they want you to give them some time. Can I get an unofficial message? What is an unofficial message? What is this? Ooh, oh my gosh. Ooh. I almost let them destroy a connection. So they're saying that they almost let this third party come between you and destroy you. This person's trying to get back to you. They're trying to wrap up something like they're in to come to you. If I called you, would you answer? They really want to reach out to you. I felt every tear you cried. This person is really feeling the loss of you, okay? They're sad. Please don't let me go. They don't want you to move on without them. They really want to come back to you. They want a second chance. They don't want you to get involved with someone else. Yeah. I think I was channeling that song. They really want to get like, I visit you in my dreams. They're having money issues right now. All because of you. They feel like they're dealing with a lot of karma because of how they treated you. And they feel like the reason that they have this karmic relationship and everything they're going through is because of how they treated you, because they did you wrong. You know, like I told you, we had that Michael the Archangel in reverse that I took in reverse. And I normally don't take these cards in reverse. And they feel like you took your spiritual protection away. And they feel like, you know, the universe has turned on them. And they having to deal with all the mess that they're going through in this other relationship because of how they treated you. Like they made this bed and they have to lie in it. You know, please save a spot for me in your heart. Yeah. They want forgiveness. They want you to forgive them. I care about you. They do. And honestly, you did no wrong. You did nothing to this person. Like they played games, they manipulated, they gaslit, they went out here, they were laying around with third parties. Here we go. They were laying out with third parties. They say they're healing. Muchachos for the hoes. They were out here worried about money, laying out with hoes. They abused the relationship between you. They abuse you. Staying away from you is the hardest thing they ever had to do. They're trying to stay away from you because they know they have all this going on. They don't want to hurt you any more than they already have because they do care about you. They don't want to ruin any possibility of a second chance that they possibly can have with you. You're the last person on my mind before I go to sleep. They do think about you. I feel guilty. You do feel guilty, and they do love you. Our separation still affects me. They are affected by you. They're hurting. They miss you. Okay. So what do the angels have to say? Give me an angel message, and then we're gonna wrap this up. I mean, it's clear. Like this person, they feel bad. They feel guilty. You know, they want a second chance. They want to come back to you. You know, our Talk It Out Tuesday is this person loves you. They miss you. They're hurting. Like they want you back, but they're having to sit in this shit that of a mess that they made. They brought on themselves for their actions. You know, without protection. You know, they made this bed. They have to lie in it. They want you back, though. Angels, what do you have to say? What's your message for the collective? It's up to you. It's up to you if you want to accept this person back in your life. You know, if you want to give them a second chance, it's up to you. If you believe they've changed, you know, you can take them back. Like, so it's up to you. If you believe they're changed, you can take them back. And then the last message is, you're ready. Like, you're ready. You're ready to make this decision. Like, you've healed. You're ready for love. You know, so if you believe they're changed, you're ready. But if you do decide to take them back, recognize the red flags. Stand in your power. Set your boundaries. Communicate clearly what it is you want. You know, don't let anyone to come in and manipulate you. Don't let anyone play these games with you anymore. You know, if you see a pattern emerging, you know, like cut it off, nip it in the bud right then and there, you know, and move on. Do what you need to do. Okay. So this is my message. If it resonates with you, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit the notification bell so you know when I put the next reading out. Until then, take care and continue your healing. God bless.